if somebody was to ever ask you, are Koreans racist? I don't know how we both laughed at that. Like, I said it and then I felt a laugh coming out after you laughed.
Is water wet? Are they more racist? It's more like the question is, are they more racist or xenophobic?
Ooh.
I think that is the correct question.
Ooh.
And in that sense, yes. Obviously, it's not. Can we take
Open?
1 second?
Yeah.
Come.
Do you not can say hi?
Yeah, obviously it's not everyone, and
Of course, I mean,
oh, how are you gonna sit in another person's country and say you're racist?
We all know the comments
coming. Yes, we know.
Duh. Yeah.
But like, there's different shades of the racism. It's from like the stereotyping earlier, the sense of, oh, is this person aggressive? The sense of the fetishization, not just from
microaggressions too.
Koreans, but also to Koreans. I do want to highlight that too.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about Koreans here, like,
Yeah.
like the phrases "being matada" or things like that. The fact that some people will be like, "Oh yeah, I can date you, but I'll never ever take you home." Work environments, microaggressions. There is so much. Even some of the beliefs where people are like, I remember someone saying, "Oh, Africa is lazy," and I was like,
Oh.
come again? It's like, yeah, because Korea was also poor, and now Korea isn't poor. Now Korea is one of the OECD countries, and no country in Africa has been able to do that. And I was like, do you know the context of what you're saying?
Because we're lazy?
Yes.
Wow.
That was so like, when you have people who still think that way, it's then, how can you not call that racist? I don't know.
Yeah, because it's like, yes, it is miseducation, but you can also do a quick Google search and find out why Africa has been misused around the years.
The internet is free.
There was a recent clip, and I mean, this is very recent, where this girl on TV, very famous singer, was telling her son that he should eat bread because kids in Africa don't get to eat bread. And she's saying it like with a whole smile on her face. Like, oh, kids in Africa don't get to eat bread. And the kid goes, oh yeah, because kids in Africa eat soil. It's not funny, but it's funny.
I haven't seen that.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen that.
You need to watch it. But I was like, I laughed though. I'm not going to lie. I laughed for like 10 minutes straight. And then I sat in it and I was like, this is on Korean TV.
Yes.
Kids are watching this.
Yes.
Like, other parents are watching this. And now like the punishment for kids is going to be like, make sure you eat your food. There are kids in Africa who are hungry. Like, are there not kids in Korea who are hungry too?
Yes, there's always the idea of Africa is poor and struggling, which is, sorry. Okay.
I thought you were about to cry.
No. It's just a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, people can say like, fair enough, but then it's like, you're not coming to solve these problems. You're not coming to add adequate solutions. These problems are very complex, where, like, take Nigeria, for example, is not meant to be a country, was originally done so by colonization, and through that, you have people who hate each other completely now having to try and execute democracy
and be harmonious. Yeah,
and
harmonious
then you're so
together.
like, it doesn't, when obviously it's not going to work.
Yeah.
You're like, you guys didn't work. You guys just, this is why it's your fault.
This is why you guys are poor.
This is why you guys are poor. But then
it's a lot for sure. I think for me the biggest one is there are quite like a lot of racist people still, microaggressions, miseducation, just stupidity. There's that too, but it is getting better. I do remember the first time I came in 2014. It was a lot more. Now in 2024, I don't see it as much, or I choose to ignore it. Maybe I don't see it because I'm not concentrating on it anymore.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of, definitely a bit of both.
Yeah.
There are things that I'm just like, even when I see, I'm just like, whatever.
Especially as people who like Black people who understand Korean, it's even more like obvious because you understand what they're saying. You understand the nuance in what they're saying.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm just like, I'm just not gonna fight it. You have fun.
Yeah,
I'm just
you
like-
know the SpongeBob meme where it's like, I'm a head out.
Oh, he's like,
Like just mentally. Sometimes I hear something, I'm just like, I'm a head out. I'm not
Literally.
gonna touch that.
yeah. And just like, and I sometimes get people who are telling me like, oh, why don't you educate this person about this? And it's not my job. It's literally not my job.
It's really not.
Yeah, like
And you can spend hours.
go for it. You can spend days teaching something.
For some reason, I've dated a few racists.
Oh.
I know the comments are going to be like, how did you not know they were racist?
Yeah.
And it's like, you only know they're racist when it goes bad because that's the thing that they start to attack you with.
Your race is what they're
Your
going
race
to
is
attack
where
you
they
with.
start to say like, oh, it's because you like at first they're like, oh, at first it's just strange comments. Oh, I really think you're beautiful for a Black person.
You have no idea how many times I've heard that in
We're
Korea.
kind of so used to that you kind of just let go, and maybe you're like,
Just kiki about it.
maybe
And
don't
leave.
say that. That's not right. And they're like, oh yeah, I just didn't know. And then you're like, yeah, sure. Until you break up, and then it's like expletive.
That's why you're on
Yeah,
yours.
yeah, exactly. That's almost the feeling. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm sorry, you're some nigga shit. It's like, motherfucker. It's just like, bruh.
That's all. That's the word they
Bruh.
always go to when they're attacking too.
It's just like, can you not?
Can you just break up like a normal
Can you
person?
just break up like a normal, just be angry like a normal person.
Yeah.
And my last ex, she admitted to still being